When I heard about this show coming, I thought this is a complete home run because I feel like you bond with anybody and everybody. Are you nervous about anything?
I definitely am team human for sure. Team people. You are spot on. Like, I'm happy when everyone else is happy. I know that's not the way it's supposed to work, but it is for me. So that's it. As far as nerves, I it's funny. The things that like stress me out, freak me out, intimidate me, make me nervous is the building of the show. So I actually made a documentary called The Making of, and we are putting it out on our YouTube channel. The third installment came out today. The fourth and final comes out Saturday, because I thought it was a good way to show how one goes about making a show in 2020. We've been doing this for a year, and how much everything has changed and the acknowledgement of that. But really, I also I wanted to honor and respect this time and let everyone know how, it was understandable if this show wasn't going to go, because of the state of the world. But they said, keep going, so we did. And I really think that what happens behind the scenes, how you make a show, who's involved, how the decisions are made, is so fascinating to me. And also, I've had a lot of, growing pains myself during this process, and trying to believe in things and fight for things, trying to sort of know, when to sort of give room because of the things that are happening in the world, try to go live because of what's happening in the world. So there's just been such a unique journey to this that I wanted to share it with people.
You are what we call a great guest. You will learn this as you continue to go on. You need great guests. You on Letterman would be a GG. Like, you gave him a moment. Are you having Letterman on? He owes you big time, Drew.
I spoke with him the other day, and I would love for him to come on, and he was so nice and supportive. And I just thank him also, and whenever I talk to him, I thank him. And maybe we'll get to talk about this together with other people. But he, in that moment, taught me so much, because he could have turned on me like that. He could have let everyone know, I don't like this. You're not supposed to like it either. And instead, he went with it and just kind of like let everyone know that they were in on the party. I didn't know what I was doing. It was the definition of spontaneity in my life.
Fantastic.
And he really, set the tone. He's a conductor, and I always appreciated that. And I think when you're not like sort of on the takedown or loving to watch the chaos happen, that your sort of sentiment and feelings about things can make a difference. I thank him for taking that choice that moment, because it made it really fun instead of weird.
Well, that's what you'll do. It's a safe place when they come on your show. And your first guest, Cameron and Lucy, the Angels, are coming on. Oh, Cameron, I'm so excited about her being a mom, Drew. I don't know her as well as I feel like I know you, but I literally got emotional with her have you met Raddix? And tell me about the name. It's so cute.
I have had the pleasure of meeting, knowing, holding, hanging out with Raddix. She's so beautiful. And the fact that myself and Lucy and Cameron, we've had divorce, life, love, breakups, makeups, hangouts, travel, births, deaths, you name it. We've all experienced all of it with each other as these strong friends all of these years. But the fact that we're all moms now was just this poetic cap on all of it. And we're so happy that our lives are about this at these stages. And so we know how lucky we are.
Tell Cameron I love that new wine. It's all healthy.
By the way, her, it's so typical of her. She is such a micro focuser. She went this whole bio route. She's sort of blown the lid off all of these weird taboos and secrets about wine, like they're not exactly vegan and they can be made a certain way, and there are all these things in it, and to be organic, it doesn't have to be sweet, and to take the sugars out. It's amazing what she's done. It's so her.
Incredible. Well, your daughters. Well, first of all, when I saw the billboard of you with the little teeth out, and I thought, and on the Carson thing, you must have been, I think your oldest daughter's age 7. Drew, what's that like to think about where you were in your life and then to look at your oldest and see where she is?
It's so funny because, for me and my kids, I am like, if you want to hang out with work, why don't you be behind the cameras? Like, why don't you take the picture? Will you read camera, lines off of camera? So in that commercial, I'm actually talk about the circle of life meta crazy moment. And she's the exact same age I was when I did that Carson thing. So it just was very surreal, the whole thing. But I'm so like protective. I'm such a Doberman. So I laugh at the irony of just how different I am as a parent than I was as a kid or my mom was. But I also just love my journey. I thank my mom for pushing me out there, and I wouldn't have had the opportunities. I wouldn't be here. And I just, we're all individual parents just trying to figure out our way. And my daughter has like a TikTok account. She loves social media. Like, there's like, you choose your battles. I'm like, I want you safe and protected for a few more years so that when you set off on your journey in your early teens or whatever it is now, this is your journey. Like, I'm just trying to set you up the right way. But I'm also totally lenient and lax. And like, you want to watch some TV or some TikTok? Sure. You want to eat some Doritos, but then it's also like salmon and blueberries. And, I want to protect you when cameras are around. Like, that's us. That's our story. And as long as the kids are happy and they feel stable and we're laughing a lot and I'm like, then we're good. We're just doing it our own little way. This is our own little recipe. And I think what I've learned along the way is that there is no prescription, there is no book, there is no right way. It's a live and let live. Let's support each other and figure it all out. And we all have these interesting pasts and presents and how we want to find ourselves in the future. Let's find our common ground and respect our differences. And we're all just trying. We're just trying to figure it out.
I love it. I've got 3 teenagers, and I say about motherhood, there's plenty of ways to get to Disneyland, right? You do you, and we all end up at the other thing. But wait, you said you're never, with a capital N, gonna get married again.
Oh yeah, never.
Are we sure, Drew? You have so much love to give.
Never, and I can give it without legal binding.
True.
I'm totally open. I'm not really looking for it. My cup runneth over. And the thing is that I have my, I know this sounds so weird, like dating to daughters, there's just a giant chasm. But I'm really an all-in mom. So I don't know where, I don't have the attention. It's like, it's not really on my thoughts or burners. And then, I have my friends and work. So it's kind of hard to picture it all. But I guarantee you, when a person walks in your life, all bets are off and everything you said goes to pot and you kind of eat your words.
You fall in love.
Exactly. But right now, nothing. And no, I will never, ever, ever, never, 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 never get married again. I definitely want to talk about relationships on our show because the thing is everyone is in one. I don't care if it's with your grandmother, your fur baby, your roommate, your husband. There is literally no life that usually doesn't include the investment, dissection, working on, maintaining, and cultivating of a relationship. So there is no way that this show isn't going to be a lot about that because I love it. I also feel like I've learned so much about behavior, patterns, breaking cycles, that I want to get into it with everyone. I mean, by the way, my partner, Nan, He's Just Not That Into You. We love talking about, how it all works and what you need to know, and I'm so in.